Global warming news for you.
Well, hello everybody, this is Gore here on Global Warming News for you. Today we have a special guest, someone that is actually against global warming. His name is Brian Skinner. So here we'd like to introduce to you Brian Skinner.
Hi there, my name's Brian and I'm from Montana. I live in Conrad and I'm a Republican.
So Brian, since you're a Republican, I guess you're against global warming. Why are you against it? Why do you oppose it? Why do you want to kill the world?
Well, Al Gore, you know that better than anybody else that I listen to Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck and Mark Levine, and they're the people that know what's going on in the world. You are just deluded and total nincompoop. You don't know what you're talking about. Mark Levine says that there is no global warming. Even Glenn Beck says there's no global warming. And he got a bunch of scientists out on the TV and told us all about it.
Well, Brian, I wouldn't say that Glenn Beck is any intellectual or knows what he's talking about. Now, you know that I talked about the hockey stick, and the hockey stick shows that the temperatures are going to massively increase any time now. You know, we could have the sea rising and covering Florida, and by 5 years from now, do you want that? Do you want the world to be flooded?
Well, Al, I really don't care because I live in Montana, and up in Montana, we're up in the mountains, and we don't really have any problem with that kind of stuff around here. I don't really care if Florida floods, and besides that, I don't think that it matters. That we can't do anything about it. Global warming, if it's happening, it's just natural, you know? Let nature take its course and flood the people that live in the coast. They shouldn't have built their houses there.
Well, Brian, you do know that most of the people in the world live on the coast. Even in the United States, probably the majority of the people live near the coast or will be affected by the rising of the sea. You know, what do you think we should do about it? Even if you, as you say, the global warming is natural. What do you think we can have any kind of programs or any kind of formulas or anything we can do to help those people not to be flooded?
Well, Al, maybe what we could just do is that we could tell them to move. Just move. They got time. It's not flooding yet. Maybe they come to. Well, we don't want them to come to Montana because I'm there. We don't want any people up here, but maybe they can go to like New Mexico or Arizona or Texas or something like that. And they should just move. And I guess maybe we could have a little bit of bigger mufflers on our cars so we can stop a little bit of that global warming if it's happening from the cars, but nothing that's going to cost very much and cause me to have to pay more money, you know.
Well, Brian, one more issue I'd like to bring up is the animals. You know, we have the polar bear and the penguins and all those animals living up there in the north, and with all the ice melting in the Arctic up there. What should those polar bears do? Should we just let them die? Or, you know, they're one of the great animals that's on this earth, and, you know, we shouldn't just let them go to waste.
You know, you're absolutely right. We shouldn't let them go to waste. They're great animals, you know. We could be up there with our freezers and freeze them after they die, and we can eat them. Maybe we can just give them to the Eskimos. You know, the Eskimos like to use those kind of skins and stuff, and they can eat the blubber off of them. I'm sure they'd enjoy it. That would be a good idea, I think.
Well, one of the last issues I'd like to bring up, Brian, is that of what about pollution in the world? You know, there's countries like China and India and even the United States are putting out massive amounts of pollution from coal-fired power plants and so forth into the air. What do you think we can do to limit the amount of pollution that's put into the air? Is there anything that would help, you think, or should we just go ahead and pollute?
Well, Al, the real thing that I think that is that those countries should take care of themselves. They should, if they got pollution problems, let them deal with it. Let them pay for it. We got plenty of problems over in our own country. Let them pay for it. And if the Chinese are polluted, then maybe they'll just be less Chinese. You know, we got enough problems over here. We shouldn't be worrying about problems over there. Just let them, I don't know.
Well, Brian, it's been really great talking to you today. I wish we could go on for hours, but as you know, we only have a limited amount of time here on Air America, and this is the global warming times of the end times of the world, and we don't have so much time, and we gotta just limit the amount of time, and the longer we also talk on the air, the more pollution people make by watching their television, so we gotta limit it. We gotta limit the time, and we gotta limit the conversation. We gotta just, let people know, and then we gotta limit the time and let them go. Just let them know that they're polluting by watching TV, and they should be sacrificing their airplane rides and their TVs and all of their home security systems and all that kind of stuff. Now, if they want a gun, I guess that's okay. That's not polluting. Well, I guess it is. When we shoot guns, smoke comes out of them, but my main point was we need to limit the time that we have on this program and just get it over with so that the people will know. Limit the time so they don't waste electricity watching us go on this program. We don't want to go on and on at all, Brian. Well, it's been great talking to you, and just like to say, let you have the last words if you have anything to say.
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm glad I live in Montana, and I really enjoy the mountains, and I just enjoy nature, and I love it. I never would want anything to destroy it, because it's so great. But, global warming is just a myth. It's made up by the scientists to scare us into worldwide socialism, and it's not real. It's natural. It's natural. Anything that's natural is okay with me. Well, just wanted to say that, and welcome to the Skinner Report.
Make fun of my brother. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Academy.